Hey guys, welcome back to Leo's Paleo Pit, and today I'm going to be reviewing another category of dinosaurs. Today I'm going to be reviewing, I was digging in my collection recently just now, and I decided I would do another category of dinosaurs that I think you guys may like. This time I'm going to be doing my Ankylosaurid collection. I have currently 4 of them right here. I'm not going to show you just yet. I'm just going to tell you I currently have 4 of them, okay? And I'm going to be reviewing and comparing each and every one of them to see if they look similar to their most popular cousin, the Ankylosaurus. Okay, without further ado, let's get into it. The first dinosaur we're going to get into here is, of course, the most popular of them all, the Ankylosaurus itself. Now, I decided to choose the Wild Roar Jurassic World Rebirth Ankylosaurus. If you guys were collecting Jurassic World Rebirth figures, I'm sure you may have this by now, so I decided to choose this Ankylosaurus because it's the most recent Ankylosaurus that came out. I really do like the action feature. First of all, you shake around the tail and it moves the head, having the sounds just like the original Jurassic World Ankylosaurus and JP3 Ankylosaurus, which is very, very cool. I also like the paint coming down here. I don't know what is with all the orange down here, but it kind of looks like they painted a lot here with orange. I'm not so sure why they added orange, but still looks very cool. And of course, right here you see they decided to add a little bit of spikes and osteoderms there. The Ankylosaurus really did have osteoderms and spikes running along down here by its sides and its back. And of course, the best thing that is on the Ankylosaurus is its way of defending itself, its gigantic club tail. If you move around the head, the club tail moves around. Ankylosaurus is one of Mattel's coolest dinosaurs. I would definitely agree to pick up this Ankylosaurus. So you can, for now, I know it's 2026, but you can order this Ankylosaurus on Amazon, and I don't think it's in Target anymore. So yeah, Target is barely selling any Jurassic World Rebirth dinosaurs anymore, and so is Walmart. They're getting into the Jurassic World Survival line, so this is not really in Target anymore. But if you don't have this, there's the Jurassic World logo, as it always is. No paint here on the nails, but I'm not really going to get into that because not much paint on the nails anyway. If you don't have this dinosaur, I would highly recommend getting this scan code here, right here. Pause the video. There you go. And I really would have liked to see this Ankylosaurus have a little bit of jaw articulation. I realized that not a lot of the herbivores have jaw articulation, which is really kind of sad. I really wish they do. And like most Mattel dinosaurs, you can see those yellow eyes there have a little bit of detail with the orange and brown. That's what I also wanted to talk about. It's brown. This Ankylosaurus kind of looks like chocolate chip, if you know what I mean. With the brown and the black, it kind of looks like I can't believe I just said that. Chocolate chip. The arm. If you look at the back here, it's brown like the cookie, and the spots right here, the spikes, kind of looks like the chocolate chip in the cookie. So yeah, I don't know about you guys, but this Ankylosaurus looks so much like a chocolate chip cookie if you look at it in the back here. Now, this is not the real accurate design of Ankylosaurus. Of course, Mattel is not always going to keep it accurate, but it kept it accurate definitely with the osteoderms and the spikes. Really, really did a phenomenal job with this Ankylosaurus toy. Now, I really wish the head would have been straight, because then I really wish the tail did not look like this, because it kind of looks like a sick Ankylosaurus with the tail all down like that. Now, we're going to set our Ankylosaurus down here. The Ankylosaurus did happen to be in the Jurassic World Rebirth film. If you saw Jurassic World Rebirth, you would have been seeing an Ankylosaurus towards the end on, what's that place called again? El Sant Hubert. El Sant Hubert was the abandoned island where all the dinosaurs were, And there was one Ankylosaurus there on that same island. We saw it right before the bad guy ran into the Distortus Rex. I keep forgetting names, guys. What the heck is wrong with me? Anyway, so I really wish this tail had a better position. It looks like it's bent, but I like how they added some detail right here below the color there. They added like a creamy color right here. And the Ankylosaurus is a quadruped, has a nice design of 4 legs. So we're going to put our Ankylosaurus right over there. The next species we have here is also related to Ankylosaurus. This dinosaur is called Edmontonia, although one thing that is missing is the club tail. You see, Ankylosaurids are split up into a family of 2 groups of dinosaurs. They're actually split up into the Ankylosaurids, which is the armored dinosaurs with the clubs on their tails, and the Nodosaurids, which is also the dinosaurs that like related to Ankylosaurus, but they don't have any clubs on their tails. But they still have the armor, and they have the shoulder blades, and they have the spikes. If you guys know what Sauropelta is, this is definitely nothing like Sauropelta except for the armor and the face and the shield of its face. Sauropelta has giant shoulder blades, which you can see right here. The Edmontonia kind of looks like it has shoulder blades. It looks like it can definitely use these for defense, but you can tell it's an Ankylosaurid because of the armor running down its back and the osteoderms right here, and the head related to an Ankylosaurus. I mean, comparing it to the Ankylosaurus itself, it looks exactly like the Ankylosaurus, except the tails have big differences. The tails have, the Ankylosaurus has less tails, less spikes on its back, while the Nodosaurid here, the Edmontonia, has a lot more spikes on its back. If you look down right here, it has a lot more spikes on its back. So definitely a very cool dinosaur figure, and relative to the Nodosaurus and Ankylosaurus itself, even though it has no way of defending itself, because I mean, this dinosaur could have possibly defended itself. All right, so let's get straight into the color. So here's the color. We got a little creamy color down here, down the belly, and a nice darkish blue color up here. It looks like kind of a darkish aqua color. I don't know about you guys, but I think that is actually pretty rad. It has a very rad color. It doesn't really have much articulation except with the legs, barely any with the tail, and barely any with the spikes here. I wouldn't really mess with the dinosaur when it comes to articulation. So yeah, but the head has some articulation, but rarely here. It's very hard to turn the head around in different positions there. But anyway, like your standard Ankylosaurus head, it has the yellow eyes, and it looks kind of like another Ankylosaurid. If you guys know the family category of Ankylosaurids, you would know Gastonia, which would live in the Cretaceous period with Utahraptor, but I don't think Edmontonia did at all. But you know, these are very cool Ankylosaurids, even though they can defend themselves less. If you guys don't have this dinosaur in collection, feel free to get this scan code right here. Pause the video. I find it kind of hard staying still. But yeah, this Ankylosaurid has very nice, Ankylosaurid or Nodosaurid, has very nice detail, and I really do like the paint on this figure. It's very cool. I really do like the darkish aqua-like looking blue, dark aqua. Like this dinosaur looks like it was kind of made out of stone, if you know what I mean. It looks like the kind of color of a stone or an ancient rock or something. I like how they did the paint job on this Mattel dinosaur. The next Ankylosaurid I'm about to show you is definitely a very strange one. Wait a minute. As you can see here, it has 2 legs. Ha! Now, definitely, this was very confusing me. Like, when I first got this dinosaur in the Chaos Theory 2024 collection, this is the Danger Pack Jacopul, that's what this dinosaur is called. I was very confused because it looked kind of like an Ankylosaurus, which it does. It definitely looks like an Ankylosaurus with the osteoderms and the spikes on it, but wait a minute. This dinosaur has a secret. You could clearly see it, so I wouldn't really call it a secret. This Ankylosaurid is bipedal. Look, it's obvious because it has 2 legs. An Ankylosaurid with 2 legs. This is very bizarre. Most Ankylosaurids are quadrupeds and they walk on 4 legs. But this Ankylosaurus happened to be like a theropod. It happens to be bipedal because it walks on 2 legs. So you see here, it has a lot of detail. It kind of looks like your standard Ankylosaurus color. It has articulation on the head. Now, this is actually one of my favorite Ankylosaurids, believe it or not, because it's very, very cute. If you guys saw my short, I actually made a short and gave an explanation why this dinosaur would be the one I would choose to exist. I chose the Mattel example. If you guys did research on this dinosaur, if you guys are an expert at dinosaurs and you don't know about this one, I would really consider doing your research if you're curious to know what this dinosaur is. So this is actually a bipedal Ankylosaurid. It has articulation, barely any articulation on the tail. It has the armor, just like the Ankylosaurus, of looking down the body right here, and it has the armor down the head. Now you see, if you look down the head, it kind of looks similar to an Ankylosaurus right here, but, you know, rarely a little bit. You know, the head looks like it's filled of armor, but, you know, barely defending itself. This dinosaur had the least amount of defense and able to fight out of all the Ankylosaurids because it would practically be prey for most dinosaurs. Although I don't know if I'm not sure if the armor, if this dinosaur lived in its period, if this dinosaur lived with predators, I don't know how it would have any sorts of protection due to its size, because the Jacopil was much smaller than any other Ankylosaurid. But you can see here, there's armor. It looks like armor everywhere on this dinosaur. This dinosaur looks completely like a bipedal Ankylosaurus. It looks armor and osteoderms and everything. It even has the eyes, and facial area is just like an Ankylosaurus. You can see there. It would have been nice if the jaw for the herbivores had some articulation, but there's barely any jaw articulation for any of the herbivores, which I wish Hammond collection dinosaurs have jaw articulation for their herbivores and carnivores. Anyway, so if you guys want the scan code to this dinosaur, I would consider pausing the video and getting the scan code here. There we go. So here are my 3 Ankylosaurids so far. We have them all 3 together here. Now there's one more dinosaur that I'm going to review in this category that will probably shock you even more if you've just now done research on this next dinosaur I'm about to show you. We have them lined up right here. We have the Ankylosaurus, the Edmontonia, and the Jacopil. Now, believe it or not, the Jacopil is a type of Ankylosaurid coming from another category of dinosaurs, quadrupedal dinosaurs. Wait. Jacopil is not a quadruped. It is bipedal, coming from another group of armored bipedal dinosaurs. I will have to look that up, but other than that, you can see that these Ankylosaurids all come from different categories and all different groups of dinosaurs, because you can see this looks like an Ankylosaurus, but it's bipedal, walking on 2 legs. This looks like an Ankylosaurus, but if you look at the tail, it doesn't have the club, which makes it a Notosaurid. Once again, Notosaurids are Ankylosaurus that don't have club tails, but are kind of like shoulder blade Ankylosaurids. So very, very interesting. And Ankylosaurus itself comes from the family of other Ankylosaurid dinosaurs like Euophocephalus and Crichtonsaurus, which is Ankylosaurids that actually have club tails. If you've done research on those 2 dinosaurs, I would really consider doing it. Now this last one I'm about to show you. Now, what confuses me a lot here is that this does not look similar to an Ankylosaurid at all. This does not really look like a Ankylosaurus at all. It looks kind of like a Stegosaurian dinosaur. If you look at the tail, it looks kind of like a little bit like a Thagomizer, but it's actually all armor. If you've done research on this dinosaur, it's called the Yuxisaurus, Y-U-X-I and then Saurus. Now, if you look on the back here, you would kind of see some Ankylosaurid detail. It looks all like armor. All of this is armor. That's the similarity that it has to the Ankylosaurus. Now, what makes this dinosaur very bizarre is that it has similarities to the Stegosaurus and the Ankylosaurus itself. Even though the back here looks like a thagomizer and has like a position like a thagomizer, it is all armor. The tail is all armor and the back is all osteoderms and armor itself. Now the head looks more like a little bit like a Stegosaurus, and the beak looks like a Stegosaurus and an Ankylosaurus. This is a very bizarre looking Ankylosaurid, even though it's an Ankylosaurid kind of like positioned to a Stegosaurus. I'm not so sure, guys. This is a very bizarre Ankylosaurus. Now, if you guys don't have this dinosaur in your collection, I would highly consider once again getting this scan code here. Pause the video. There you go. So it has a very nice cream color on below here. It has a little bit of spots, and it ends here on the end of this tail. It's a nice green, nice darkish green detail. I like how they added all green here. As you can see, they added pretty much all green, darkish green, with the spikes and the osteoderms, and they also added some light green. Kind of looks like the Green Goblin a little bit, but you know, this dinosaur is just all green except it has a cream color below, which is very impressive. I like the coloration on this dinosaur, and I like the detail. Not really much articulation, which you could move the tail, you could move it backward, you could move the legs backward, you could move the front legs. It's actually harder to move the front legs, but it's okay. And the action feature, you move the head side to side, the tail goes side to side, looks like it's defending itself, like most Ankylosaurids would. So yeah, I'm gonna put it right here. And there I have all 4 of my Ankylosaurids right there. I want you guys to comment below what the difference is with that Ankylosaurid in comparison to all my other Ankylosaurids here. I want you to like research this dinosaur and comment below and see what the differences are with this Ankylosaurid in comparison with to all these other Ankylosaurids. Another dinosaur I would like to check, I would like you to do some research on. I don't know for sure. You can comment below if you do some research on these dinosaurs, but I really want to know. I will also do some research on this as well. I also really want to know what the difference is with this bipedal Ankylosaurid, which is very interesting, and I might make a short on it. I don't know for sure, but once again, there are all my Ankylosaurids, and that completes this review and comparison, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.